Hi children, welcome to grade 5 English and this is our session 1 in chapter number 9 Androcles and the Lion. And before getting into our today's session, let's do one energizer. Children, you just imagine when you see a weak puppy struggling to walk in row. You know very well that your parents don't allow pets in home. How would you help that puppy? Think well and share your answers with me. Well done, dears. And now let's get into our chapter number 9 Androcles and the Lion. Before learning our story, let's see the new words. In concept book page number 146, new words. First one is heap, collection of objects placed together on top of each other. That is what we call it as heap. Crouching, that means a position where the knees are bent and the upper body is brought forward and down. You can refer the picture given here, right? Yes, you can see a boy sitting in a crouching position. Next, arena, a level area with seating arrangements in which sports, entertainments and other public events are held. It is similar to stadium, right? Yes. Flopped, fall or move in a loose way. Vicious, deliberately violent and cruel. Sprinted, to run at a full speed over a short distance. And children, I hope you are clear with all these new words. Now let us move on to did you know? And Aesop, born in 620 BC, was a slave in ancient Greece. Aesop was a person who was born in 620 before Christ and he was a slave in ancient Greece. Aesop fables are stories that give us a moral and it is very famous. And the lesson we are going to learn from this story is we should always be compassionate and kind to all the animals around us. And now let's read the story Androcles and the Lion. Yes, in Rome, it was the custom that the rich person used to buy human beings as slaves to work for them. These slaves were often treated with cruelty and they lived in fear and misery. This is the story of one such slave and his name was Androcles. His cruel master made him work from day till night without any rest and very little food to eat. And one day, Androcles decided to run away from his master, even though it was punishable by law. He crept out of the miserable heap of straw and rags, and that was used by him as his bed. He crept out of his bed, bent low, and in the dark moved fastly away from his master's land. He rested and kept moving deeper into the woods, that is nothing but forest. He looked for water and something to eat. And here you can see Androcles and he was taking rest, right? Yes. But other than a very few berries, there was no food to be found by Androcles. Day after day, he went very hungry. He became so weak that he was afraid that he could not able to live through the night. And with his last bit of strength, he moved into a cave and fell into a deep sleep. The cave that Androcles had chosen was nothing but the den of a lion. After finishing his hunt, the lion was returning to his cave as the morning began to fill the sky with light. Yes, it was the early morning. Just before reaching the cave, the lion stepped on a thorn and it went deep inside into his paw. The lion let out an angry roar. Androcles got up with a start after hearing the lion's roar. From the mouth of the cave, he could see the lion and hear the terrible roars. Androcles was petrified. He was very much frightened. But the lion held out his hurt paw to him. Even from a distance, the thorn was visible. Androcles gathered courage, drew nearer, and slowly sat down on the ground near the beast. It's nothing but lion. To his astonishment, the huge lion put his great paw into the young man's lap. He could tell that this beast was in great pain and it terribly needed help. And here you can see Androcles, he was watching the lion from the entrance of the cave, and the lion was hurt and in pain. Androcles spoke very soothingly to the lion in a soft voice. Don't worry, we will have this thorn out in no time. The lion seemed to understand that Androcles was helping him and letting him pull the thorn out. When the thorn was gone, the lion rubbed his great head against Androcles' shoulder, and it showed the kindness to him. And Androcles stayed in the lion's cave itself, and they both became very good friends. And children, I hope you're clear with this part of the story, and in this picture you can see how both the lion and Androcles, they became very close to each other. And then now let me summarize what we have seen today. We have seen the new words, did you know, and the first part of the story, and I hope you're clear with it. And let me tell you the home assignment for today's session. Read chapter number 9, Androcles and the Lion, new words, did you know, and first part of the story in your concept book, page number 146 to 149 thoroughly. And after that, you have to complete C3 part in chapter number 8. Yes, the objective of this C3 part is to inculcate the value of appreciating people and things in our life. And based on this, they have given you 3 different activities. And one should always appreciate the people and things that help us. Things or people who have given us happiness should always be cherished in our hearts. And based on this, they have given 3 different activities. First one is, we are often gifted new toys or books, and this makes us lose interest in our old toys or books. What do you do when this happens to you? Is there a way by which the old stuff can continue to be useful? Think well and write a paragraph about your thoughts and what you can do with your old toys and books. And second one, draw pictures with keywords from the story to differentiate between adjectives and adverbs. You have to draw pictures differentiating between adjectives and adverbs using the keywords from the story, and give a creative title to your work. And third activity, find 10 quotes. You can refer and find it from books or internet about why it is important to appreciate everyone and not take them for granted. Put up your quotes in a A4 sheet and you can present it in class. And the value we learn from our chapter number 8, the Nightingale, is nothing but appreciation. Yes, we should appreciate each and every person in our life and each and everything around us. And I hope you're clear with today's session, and hand in your completed home assignment in grade 5 English Google Classroom. Stay home and stay safe, children. Thank you so much.